Alright, so if you are working on a laptop, you can go to sketches.io, which is Sketchpad 5.0. When you go into Sketchpad 5.0, let me go back to a blank screen. Okay, so once you're in Sketchpad, Sketches.io or Sketchpad 5.0, you're going to click on the tools. You're going to click on Clip Art. You're going to click on Load Your Own Image. Now this is something you'll have to do after you download the line values worksheet. So once you have your line values worksheet, you can then go in and start adding your different values right on your laptop. Now remember, your laptops are actually convertible, so you can bend them backwards so that you can use it more like a tablet. So I am going to use a stylus pen to help me to do my work, but you can just use your finger to do this. To zoom in, if your computer can turn sideways, you should be able to zoom in a little bit easier to your project to make it so that it's a little bit bigger to work with. I can't do that because my computer isn't convertible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on my drawing tools, which is like the little feather, and in there I'm going to find my pencil. Now you can use the pencil or you can use the pen. Either of these two tools will work. So what you're going to do is you're going to start by creating your lightest to darkest cross hatching. I like to start backwards. I like to go with my dark first and then slowly get lighter. So what you're going to do is you're just going to create all sorts of lines going in two directions. Now remember, it is okay to go outside of the lines for this. This is just a practice activity. So notice the more lines that we have together, the darker our value is going to appear. The less lines, or the more space in between our lines, the lighter it will appear. So as you're moving your way across the page, you want to make sure that you're using less lines, leaving more white space showing to make a lighter value. Next, we're going to do our hatching. Hatching is where you go in one direction. Remember again, less lines, more white space equals lighter value. Next, we're going to do scribbles. Scribbles is exactly what it says, scribbling to create value. Okay, next we have zigzags. So zigzags is hard for me to do because my laptop is upright. the more lines, closer together they are, the darker your value will be. You can overlap. If your last one needs to be darker, you can just add more. Okay, now the next one is invent your own. So you can add whatever it is that you want to do for this one. On the example that I showed on your Schoology page is circles. So I'm going to just do circles. So now remember again, you can overlap your circles. Smaller circles are going to make a darker value because smaller circles take up more space. The bigger your circles are, the more white space that shows up. So you can overlap, you can create little circles, and then as you go over to your other squares, you're going to start separating your circles apart a little bit more, maybe making them a little bit bigger. Even with a stylus, this can be challenging. So leave lots of space as you get farther apart to make it lighter. Whoops. So now our last one is going to be a combination of two. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my scribbles and I'm going to do my hatching. So I'm going to start out with some basic lines first. And then I'm going to add some scribbles. All right, have fun.